Good morning. Roughly about 8:30 here in Central Florida. This morning I'm coming out just to trim some of my dead branches that I have here. Supposed to be like a small walk I do in the garden. Sometimes a small walk can lead to work. This is the front of my yard, so I don't want to walk and look at dead leaves. Pull this weed up. How y'all doing this morning? Birds making noise. My ghost peppers are doing good. I'll cut the dead roses off my rose bush. As you can tell, I got more coming in. So we'll just snip the dead ones, so the plant can focus more on the new roses. Not sure what's going on with my elephant ear here. I'm using my coupon scissors because I don't feel like going in the shed to get my garden scissors. I was actually sitting in my car putting deals together. You know, I'm a couponer as well. And just sitting in my car seeing all those dead branches in the front of my house got me out here. So I said, why won't I let you guys tag along? And I'll come back through and pick up all the dead branches. I didn't want to clip this because I clipped it pretty far back a couple of months ago. And as you can tell, it's trying to do something. I didn't want to pull it. But when you have this many dead stems or dead leaves, it makes it hard for the plant to bounce back because the plant is trying to bring these dead ones, spending energy bringing the dead ones back, which is just not going to happen. So I'll help it out. My other rose bush. I still have some in the house I have in my vase that I pluck and put in the kitchen on the table. So that's why I let these rose bushes just dry on the plant. So last spring, I planted 2 Concord grapes. There's one grapevine. There's the other grapevine. And they grew out luscious, healthy leaves last spring, but I didn't get any fruit. And I got these Concord grape root balls from Home Depot. So it went dormant during the winter times here in Central Florida. I have a visitor. Where did he go? Oh, he's right there. And when they go dormant, I just cut them back and just leave them in the ground. Here in Central Florida, it doesn't get that cold. So I just cut all the greenery back and just leave the trunks. Then here comes spring. They woke up, they sprung up. And we have been eating grapes. And I just want to show y'all if I can. Can y'all see them? I don't know if y'all can see them. It's so high up. But I have great clusters. All on these vines, both vines. Very excited about that. I found out what herbs works for growing under the Concord grapes. And I have oregano and thyme going all down the bottom bay. I constantly clean this area. As you can see, the oregano's taking over. I always come out and trim and clip. I have to do that on my next day off because it's coming back. But those are my herbs. I would like to make it a habit of planting flowers, herbs with fruit, or flowers, herbs with a vegetable. The flowers would be for the pollinators. The herbs would be for the taste and to keep bugs and critters away. And then you have your fruit or your vegetable. So this is a walk this morning. I tied some of my branches up that was all over the place. I'm afraid to touch those two right there because the stem is pretty thick, and if I bend it, I'm afraid it's going to break. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to leave them. I'm a little upset I didn't get them in time. But these right here are good. And now I'm just going to go with some twine and just cover up my grapes so the birds don't get them. Walking in my garden, this is the first bed you see, and look what I found, y'all. He think he's slick. Look what I found crawling out of my bed. He think he's slick. Slick. He think he's so slick. So we got to kill him. Can't stay here. Now you can put salt on them, it kills them. There's a numerous things that kills these. I'm gonna put him in my trash can right now because I just dumped it, and I just got to remind myself I just dumped my trash to go and dump that trash out. And then you see the stuff he leaves, so I have to clean my prongs, so I won't be using those. I need to clean them. But I came through this bed before I watered it, and I pulled out a turnip and some kohlrabi right here. This is a baby one. I pulled one out over here, a kohlrabi. This is my tomatoes. I need to pull some more weeds from back there, but this is the first bed you walk in. Got some cabbage, rosemary. You can see these are super sweet 100s. And look at my babies. And a cluster of flowers. So they're doing good. The super sweet 100, which they need space. So that's a good thing. I don't have nothing going on there. I just trimmed some of my carrots. Carrots are doing good. I'm not gardening for the summertime, which means I'm not planting any seeds. So whatever's here is here, and when it dies back, it dies back. And I'll pick up gardening in fall, which I would start seeds for my fall garden September sometime. Maybe the end of July I will start seeds indoors, but nothing going directly in the beds. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I have a spider web up here. I don't want to disturb it, and I don't think y'all can see it. You can see the little black dot. The spider web is actually cute. But I have some ghost peppers, not ghost peppers, banana peppers back there. I have like 2 of them on there. I'm not going to harvest those just yet though. I have my snap beans growing up the trellis where the okra is. You can see I have plenty of okra. I like the okra to get just a little bit bigger than this size, not too much bigger than this size. So tomorrow I will be able to harvest those okras. I have baby lilies, y'all. And then I have my purple okra coming up. The small buds are purple okra. That's another one. Purple okra. And then my basil, sweet basil. That's this bed, which I need to put the water hose on. So far I ate some grapes, collected the seeds. I'm gonna let them dry out. I'm gonna try to plant those. One of my banana peppers actually turned red. I don't know what that's about. There goes some snap peas, pineapple cherry tomatoes, and some black eyed peas, and a kohlrabi that I harvest so far out the garden. Spinach, believe it or not, these are spinach. You can just take them and eat them. I forgot the name of them, I apologize. This is my pepper. She got some buds coming back in. I done harvested her, but she got more. There go my bell pepper. I had 3 of them on here and I plucked them, but then I realized I would try to keep that one and see would it turn red for me. There go my purple basil. This bed is pretty empty as well too, besides my tomatoes over there and my basil, thyme, and the banana pepper. This bed is now bare. I had a couple of more tomato plants in here. They got me one harvest and they died, so I pulled them. My cantaloupe is slowly coming up in between my collards. This was a project and it's still not done. Boy, this was a project. Dividing this one bed into 2. I did it. Finally did it. So this is the first bed. Like I told you guys before, I'm trying to put flowers, herbs, and fruit or vegetables in one bed. So I have sage here, rosemary there. Both of these plants too are 2 years old. They started with me from the beginning. One of my curly kales didn't make it, but you can see the other one looking good. My purple cabbage, I left it. I don't know what it's doing. I'm just going to leave the purple cabbage. It's not bothering me. And then I have the watermelon in the back in the tomato cage. I will backfill some topsoil in this bed, but I'm just leaving this bed for the summertime to do what it needs to do. The watermelon overflows in it. That's fine. We're gonna let it do what it do. The other half of the bed, I think all my cabbages are dead. I can't just chop and drop like I did this cabbage right here and that cabbage over there, because nothing's going on in the bed. So I can't just stop and chop and drop them, but I am going to top it with more soil. But the only thing that's in this bed right now is my watermelon, and I am going to show y'all something. I planted both of these watermelons at the same time, and one seemed to thrive better than the other one. I did prune both of them at the same time, but let me see, can I see it for y'all? Y'all might spot it before me. There she go. See, can I get, y'all see them? I got a watermelon. So this one is already producing watermelon for me. The other one is not, but check out how I divided this bed, these beds, me and my husband. And I'll put gravel along the lines of that. My Texas sage are flowering. They got some nice purple flowers on them. Now that I divided those two beds and I like the look, I'm gonna do the same thing with the asparagus bed and the strawberries, because I'm gonna make that the strawberry and the asparagus, I hope I'm saying that right, bed. Say that 3 times. That's what's gonna go here, so that'll help me get rid of my strawberries out the pot. And then this bed right here is going to be my only free up bed. And I say free up because you can only plant corn certain times of the season here in Central Florida. So I'm going to build a bed, but this will be just my beans and corn bed. So my corn didn't do good for spring for me. I'm going to wait closer to fall and see if I can try again. But I have some asparagus beans growing here. I ain't even see them, y'all. And then this is an asparagus bean pod. I can actually take this off and harvest the seeds for next year. But that's what this bed will be. That's supposed to be beans. I don't know what's going on. I'm leaving it. My mini garden bed. It has the chocolate cherry tomatoes, which are doing fantastic. I actually harvested some last night and I harvested some this morning. I'll show you. My sunflowers. See if I can step back and show you how the sunflower just took off. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? So that's the sunflowers. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my cucumbers. I cannot tell you what's going on with the cucumbers. They have flowers on them, no fruit. All I got is male flowers. I've been coming out here clipping the dead leaves off, heavy watering it. Yes, it's extremely hot here, so heavy watering it, babying it. I'm getting plenty of male flowers, and I am just not seeing any female flowers. I don't know what's going on. But once again, I'm going to come out here and clip the dead ends and stuff one more time. And then I think I might just need to leave it. I don't know, because I don't know, y'all. Help me out in the comments below. What's going on? These are mini cucumbers. As you can tell, I got plenty of flowers, but they're all male flowers. No female flowers are producing. Help. Remember the sunflower patch we planted together in behind my daughter's window? I have the little small baby shoots popping out now. Dark chocolate, yes. But then you have those that done fell off. Like this one is gone, but behind it, it has a baby ready to come out. There go my elephant ear I planted right here. She's doing good. Oh, this is my tomato bed. All my tomatoes are doing good. They're flowering. I've been picking the fruit off of them. I come out here almost daily and pick the fruit off my tomato plants, whether it's one or two. I just come and pick the fruit off. My sweet peppers haven't came yet, popping through. There are some tomatoes there. These are sandwich tomatoes, by the way. My other bed that has tomatoes on it are the cherry tomatoes and the paste tomatoes. Marigolds, tomatoes. Someone told me fried green tomatoes are good. I want to try it, but I'm afraid to try it. But there go my tomato patch. Everything is doing good. I did have a little issue with the curling leaves of my tomatoes, so I come out here and clip them. And, you know, spread them apart with my finger and stuff, just so they don't create bug activity. Just a quick video of my garden. Really nothing different or not too much going on, because of course I'm not growing during the summertime. So these are plants that I started prepping for springtime, and they're here. I do have some sweet potato slips in my kitchen window. I do need to find a spot for those, but I'll be done growing sweet potatoes because I have that bag right there, sweet potatoes, and then behind this shed is full of sweet potatoes, and then of course the ones in my kitchen window. So I think that's it with the sweet potatoes. If the cucumbers don't survive, I will try again during the fall time or close to the fall time. But right now I'm just doing some cleaning up in the yard, rebuilding beds, looking for a certain look that I am trying to go for in my yard. I bought some grass seeds for the back of the yard now that I moved my kids' basketball goal that used to be right here. It doesn't look like grass growing back. It looks like flowers to me is growing back, which could be good for pollinators, but I would love for this side of my yard to look like that side of my yard. Nice green grass. So that is what I am working on, because I don't like the sand. This is my blackberry. She's still alive, but she haven't put on any greenery yet. So I just been keeping her watered, hoping next spring I will have blackberries. Ooh, something flew on my ear, y'all. I almost dropped the phone and everything else. So hopefully next spring I will have blackberries. Hopefully next spring I will have bananas, along with the yellow dragon fruit and the passionate fruit. Because the passionate and the dragon fruit I planted last spring, and they didn't come up then and they didn't come up now. So we're going to pray it comes up for us next spring. But that is it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for viewing my channel. Look forward for you guys to come back on the next video. It's really hot out here. My neighbor has a mango tree. That's why I didn't plant a mango tree. He has a mango tree. Here in Central Florida, I just want to plant a mango tree anyway. I can go down the street. And another neighbor got like 2 mango trees in their yard. So definitely not planting a mango tree. I'll show y'all my small harvest that I harvest today in my yard, or this morning in my yard, at the end of this video. Matter of fact, here you go. I'll show it to you right now. This is everything I harvest in one day in my garden. This is your girl Portia. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll check y'all on the next video. I got Waylon up all on the rim of the trash can. That's why you going to the dumpster.